Hello everyone, Maurice and welcome to Tinks Invest, where we're going to talk about investing, finance, and professional movements. For today's video, it's entertainment purposes only. The investment we're going to talk about today will be Ethereum, ticker ETH. As you know, in the past, during the weekend, with respect to overall cryptocurrencies market, we experienced a massive sell-off, right? With respect to Ethereum was down close to about 35% at one point, or even close to 40%. And then subsequent to that, yesterday on Monday, we had a huge pump. Ever since testing that resistance level of the 1750 and the $1,800 level, that's what's going to bounce back up. And yesterday was a massive green day, right? Ethereum was up about 25%, I believe, at one point, or about like the 20-ish percent, which is an enormous green day. So congratulations to all those actually bought the dip during the weekend. And it's a great celebration. I think we're up majorly so far. And again, appreciate you guys for watching my videos and following the guidance and my analysis so far to give you that clear mind and clear picture on what's the right analytical move as a next step as an investor. So as of today, on Tuesday, on May 25th, when I woke up this morning around like 7 a.m., I saw that Ethereum was down about 6%. So I was like, what's going on right here? So I quickly want to come on to the channel right here to take a look at the technical analysis. Is this the right time to buy? Is this the right time to sell? What is the time? What is the right methodology that we should be approaching right now? So I'm going to go through a technical analysis to look at the resistance levels we should be looking out for, and also with respect to my price level target for 2021 as well. So stay tuned, stick around, let's make quickly going over the technical analysis. Look at it on a daily perspective right now. You can see that ever since when I woke up this morning, it was testing about like the $2,679 level, and subsequent to that, we kind of hovering around there. And immediately as I woke up this morning around like the 6 a.m. or like the 5:43 to be more specific, you could see that we sold off all the way down to the $2,400 level or the $2,386 level, which is a strong resistance level that we've seen based on the technical analysis. That's a good psychological resistance and also historical resistance as well. That subsequently bounced back up, and we're currently trading around like the $2,600 or $2,582 level to be more specific. So look at the daily perspective right now. You could see that, let me just shift that out and make this easier for people to read. You can see that the resistance level was basically formed at the $2,400 level because of this level of resistance here, right? And I could shift that up a little bit. You could see that more clearly, right? You could see that clearly that was the psychological resistance level that would form, right? We test that once here. We test multiple times here, 3, 4, 5 times. And we also tested that once here. So we have like a 6 resistance bounce that would form around like the $2,450 level. And ever since that, we bounced back up, right? Because of that reversal. And right now, if you look closely, we are kind of hovering in the air right now at the $2,576 level, right? And this is an interesting chart, and I've been getting some questions with respect, is this a good time to buy right now because it was down 6% or down 5%, or are we going to see more sell-off coming, right? So we could take a look at this, and this will give you a pretty clear picture as to why that is. So the reason that we're testing around like this level here, and I'm going to shift this bar up a little bit, right? We're testing the $2,600 level is because this is a resistance level that we have formed as a green candle before, and this is also correlating. If you match this here, you can see that we also tested this once back in April, and if you look at that further, we also tested this back in earlier in April. So we have formed about like 3 resistance level that we've had historically, which is why we're testing this right now. And also on top of this, consolidation of this major green candle that also shows us support that subsequently propelled. However, you could see that the consolidation is relatively weak and shallow if you look at the candles, right? You only have basically one major candle with small candles here and there as a level of resistance that would have formed historically, right? But basically one large one and a lot of sub candles that would form as the bottom of a resistance, right? So right now we kind of, being weak right now, to be honest with you. We are trying to attempt to hit this level right here at the $2,800 level, which we actually tested slightly for a very sharp period of time and subsequently sold off because the level of resistance here, it requires you to break through that for you to keep leap up away, which you could see that if you break that, you will basically fly upward, and it will be going all the way from the $2,700 level all the way to the $3,300 or $3,400 level, which would be the next level of resistance level that you could see here once and twice right here. However, we broke that, and the level of pump was relatively weak in a psychological and a supply demand perspective. That subsequently we are going back down right now. So the level of resistance that we should look out for going forward would be, because of the fact that we failed to break that 2,800, 2,750. The next level of resistance that we will be going back down to will be the $2,300 level, which will be the first level of resistance that we need to look out for, right? And then, this will be a very strong consolidation level for us to watch out for, or the $2,400 level that we need to watch out for. Somewhere around like the $2,400 or $2,350 level to watch out for, because I do foresee us to be going back down there, because that's the next level of resistance that we need to form. And we need to watch out at this level to see if, are we going to be breaking down further, right? Because if we break down further, we're basically going to keep going back down to the $2,100 or $2,000 level again, because that's the secondary resistance level that we formed, right? You could see that we have a bunch of times that we have tested this level, somewhere around like the 2000, right, the 2100. And the reason we tested that is because that's a psychological resistance, right? Any flat numbers anywhere around like the 2000s or like the low 2000s, close to being like just a flat 2000 with 000 numbers, oftentimes a psychological resistance level that people watch out for to scoop up. And that's exactly why that was a immediately V-shaped recovery reverse that we have had basically on Monday, right? So right now, what I see, based on just the MACD right now, I actually see some sort of a sell-off a little bit more based on what I see here right now, because of the fact that you could see that the MACD right now is slowly forming upward, but it's going to take some more time for us to go back up, because of the gap that we have here relatively large. So it's going to go down all the way to the 2,350, right? So that's the first level to look out for. And if I was you, I could buy in maybe, like 10% of your cash balance, to start your position. If you're starting for your first time, I don't recommend buying at $2,500 right now, because we're kind of floating in the air right now, right? There's a lack of support that we've had right now. So the next level to buy in would be start putting your cash up, would be the 2,300, and then subsequent to that, if we break that because of whatever negative pressure that we get, we will get down all the way to the 2,100 or the low $2,000 level. But again, right, the likelihood of to get back down to the 2,000 would be unlikely. I would give this like more of a 30-70 in terms of like the probability ratio, because of the fact that we have like kind of struggled so many times here, right? People are really psychologically trying to decide like, oh, is this a good price to buy in? No, it's a good price to buy in. Yes, it's a good price to buy in. And it's been kind of shaking people left and right, left and right, left and right. So this is a very strong appetite market level that would form historically, which test why we are kind of struggling at the moment at this level here as well. So the next level to watch out that I will start buying again, right, the 2,300, and the second level will be the $2,100, $2,000 level. And if we break that because of another black swan event, we'll go all the way down again to the $1,750 or the $1,800 level, which I think is going to be very unlikely again, right? I'll give that maybe 5% likelihood of us getting there, because for us to go down all the way, the MACD will need to stretch even further out and even wider. But that's very unlikely, knowing the fact that the RSI is already highly oversold. That for us to do that would just be creating an extremely large outlier to the trends that we're having. That would just be a natural course of cadence. It will be just so unnatural that you will see that right away, that people is going to buy it up right away. People are trying to make a profit, but you do not do things that are so out of the ordinary that it doesn't even make sense to the normal investors, right? So I don't foresee that to go back down here, or at least anytime soon. not within the next couple weeks at least. But I do foresee us to be going down to the $2,100 level. Definitely the $2,300 level, which would be the first level to buy in. 2,300 first level, second level, 2,100, for third level 2000, and then this level I don't even think there's a near-term possibility for us to get there. All right, so that was the technical analysis. Now we're going to go through all the numbers in more of a simplistic perspective. You could see that with respect to the current fair price value, I think the $2,400 level will be the first level of resistance that we should be looking out for if you want to first start building a position or slowly dollar cost average, because that's a good psychological resistance level that we've tested basically 7-8 times historically, bouncing up and down, try to decide which way we're trying to go. And with respect to consolidation, that means there's a lot of good market appetite around this level. So that will be a good level for you to start buying in or start using your chips and start playing in the casino. And secondly, with respect to the next level resistance level, this $2,000 level, that's a very, very strong resistance level that we've tested, or anywhere around the $2,100 level, and that was a historical resistance level that we've formed secondarily to the 2,400. So if you're buying at this level, that would be a very good price for you to get into, right? And knowing the fact that this is firstly a flat number, psychological resistance, and also with respect to historical actual trends of resistance level, right? On top of the 2,400 with the 7 sub resistance level on top of the 7 resistance level that will have formed at the $2,000 mark. That's basically 15 resistance level for you to break through that walls, right? However, if there's any more black swan events that happens with respect to more negative news coming from China, or just on a macro perspective, anything negative about the utilizations or the adoptions for Ethereum specifically, or just cryptocurrency as a whole, crashing down all the way to the 1850 wouldn't be surprising, or the 1750 wouldn't be surprising. But again, the likelihood of us doing so with the MACD how it's forming right now, with the gap that we've formed, and also the RSI how oversold on all levels we are already at. On top of that, we sold that on Sunday already. To have another crash like that, that would just be improbable. Possibility would be very minimal. Give that a 1 to 10 in terms of ratio perspective. But you can never be certain, right? Because we are investors, we are not prophets, and we are not predictors. We do not have premonition to know exactly where the price is going, because I am not God, right? So I just want to know that there's no BS. This is just based on psychology and based on numbers and factual analytics that we see in front of us. So but that's another level that if we get there, man, I promise you I'm gonna start loading up. Which I actually got lucky, because we actually got to this level on Sunday or Saturday, and I actually bought in, and I've been so happy ever since, because I load up a lot. I bought 10 Ethereum at that level. So I was very happy from there. And with respect to the 12 months price target, I think the $5,000 level, based on the trend that we're seeing right now, obviously the correction that we've had, if we go according to the logics and the occurrence that we are going to be growing naturally, $5,000 level wouldn't be surprising to me, which will subsequently give you a 108% upside, or 2 times your money from here. Alright, so that's it for today with respect to my technical analysis on Ethereum. Hopefully you guys have a more clearer picture, and also a better sound of mind, with respect to how you're proposing with your investments and your decisions makings. Again, I'm not God. I am definitely not. I don't see the future the way that people are saying. Are you a future predictor? Definitely not. I'm just reading psychology based on charts and how the supply and demand dynamics looking on the charts. So hopefully you guys can take this away, give you a better image and a better methodology in terms of how you approach investing. Please again hit the like button, the subscribe button, also the bell notification. Please watch out for the next video. Really appreciate it. Take care. Bye.